Hey everybody, this is Brian Hargis, Toys from the Attic, used toy man on several marketplaces. If you're a reseller like me and you want to save money, save time, and increase sales, this video is for you. I'm here today to introduce you to List Perfectly, the best software package for listing to multiple marketplaces. I can save you 30% off the first month subscription and offer an hour of my time to get you started. Let's get into it. The 5 reasons I think Listing Party is the best reseller tool out there include ease of listing to multiple marketplaces, integrated tools for listing creation, ease of listing removal once the sale has occurred, low cost, giving all the included features, and finally Listing Party, a social and learning platform included at no additional cost. All right, now that we've discussed the 5 reasons why you should use List Perfectly, let's now go into each reason and I'll show you examples to support my claim that List Perfectly is the best tool for resellers. All right, so what I'm going to show you now is List Perfectly's website, and I've put in some listings that are ready to be cross-posted. So for example, Dave Dudley, Uncommonly Good Country is a 12-inch album. Now I've already edited the pictures because I'm going to show you that in number 2, integrations. But let's show you how quickly we can list it to multiple marketplaces. So basically this is ready to go. So we just press this button and then we select the marketplaces we want to go to. You know, you can select any and all of these. I'm just going to go ahead and just show you one right now, but you could select as many of these as you want. And then you press copy. And it opens up another tab. And it starts filling in the information that's common in the listing. All right, so the first thing that you have to do is choose new or used. I confirm that it's used. Then I go down and I say, look, the item category was correctly selected. The store category was correctly selected as pre-recorded media. I do have to complete this, which is the artist. So this is Dave Dudley. And the name of the album is Uncommonly Good Country. And there is no UPC code, so I put does not apply. Now you can fill out all of these additional items if you'd like. I don't need to. I've got the condition here in the description, so the condition is not appropriate for me. See the price. I'm going to allow offers. Got the weight and the dimensions calculated using USPS Media Mail. And it's ready to go. And so I'm going to press list it. And it's now listed. And you can repeat that for every marketplace that you want to list that to. So I press X here, and if I refresh this, it'll now show that that is posted on eBay. So you can see this one's posted on eBay and Mercari. And I could go ahead and then put it on Mercari, Facebook, Listing Party, Instagram, just all of these other marketplaces. But I'm not going to do that right now because I want to get on to the next example of why you should use Listing Perfectly. List Perfectly. I always call it Listing Perfectly, but it's List Perfectly. The second reason that I think you should use Listing Perfectly or List Perfectly is because of all the integrated features. So let's get into looking at how we would edit our listing using the integrations and produce a really high quality listing that will sell quickly. All right, so we go to my catalog here, and these are items that I have already taken pictures of. So let's take this item and let's press the edit button. And as you can see, I've taken the pictures. And so the first thing I could do is to crop it so that the people can see the quality of the item very well. So I confirm crop and I save. Now that looks great, but it does show this table that it was the picture was taken on and some of the scuffs on that. So I'd rather go ahead and remove the background. So it's built in, that's one of the integrations. And so I'm going to press remove background. And now it looks like a very professional photo, and I'm going to save it. All right, the second thing we might do is we've got to come up with a title. And so this is a DBX Drive Rack PA Complete Equalization and Loudspeaker Control System. Now, it's not important that you know what that is, but if you didn't, you could go to this Google Lens integration and press that, and sure enough, it tells you what it is. It's a DBX Drive Rack PA loudspeaker management system. And it shows you examples and what they're selling for. So here's one for $399, $324, you know. So you have to come up with that, but this will tell you what the item was. All right, so that is the Google Lens. And of course, you've already seen that it was able to remove backgrounds. One of the other things it can do is remove the backgrounds from every picture. Now that takes a couple of seconds here. So while I do that, I would fill out the listing title. And this one is refurbished, by the way. Then I would use a new AI suggest description feature. Now this is not available to everyone, but it is, so it's under beta, but it is working very wonderfully because I'm a beta tester. And here's what it came up with. Came up with, you know, a complete description, and then it includes all of these wonderful aspects of this item, and then it comes up with keywords. And you can accept or reject either the keywords or the description. Now, of course, I don't have all the original accessories, so I'm going to take that out. But everything else looks pretty good, and so I'm going to accept it. Now it has put that description in here. I'm going to add in the DBX, and I'm also going to put in the condition. Now for this item, like I said, is refurbished. Just came back from the repair shop and is in 100% working order. I'm going to put pre-owned, like new. I'm going to put $399.96, and then where in my shop I put it, quantity of 1. I know that this is going to weigh about 8 pounds. That's my shipping code, and I'm going to put that in a 22 by 10 by 6 box, and now it's ready for listing. But the thing that I wanted to show you, of course, is the background removal tool, which makes your pictures look even more professional, in my opinion, and the description AI builder, which of course is not available right now, but because it's in beta, but it is working great, and I'm sure it will be rolled out soon. All right, so those are some of the integrations that I think make List Perfectly a wonderful addition to your toolbox as a reseller. The third reason that I use List Perfectly, and I believe you should too, is cost. My goodness, I use the Pro plan, and it's half what the closest competitor's cost is. I think I pay like $70 a month for this wonderful tool, and anything that's even slightly comparable from the closest competitor is twice that. I don't think I have much to say about that other than, wow, that's a wonderful, wonderful price for all the features that you're given. The fourth reason that I believe you should use List Perfectly is the ease of removing items that have sold from all the marketplaces that you listed them on. Let's go over to my catalog, and I can quickly show you how to remove something from all my listed marketplaces from something that just recently sold. All right, so here we are, and this is my catalog. And I'm going to look at all items that are not sold, and I'm going to search for strapless, a laser disc that just sold this afternoon. As you can see, strapless, the laser disc, is listed on eBay, Mercari, Facebook, and Listing Party. So what I do is I edit it. I go down to the Inventory and Sales tab, and I simply mark it sold. List Perfectly wants me to confirm it. And then it opens up a tab for each marketplace where it is sold. And then what it does is it automatically delists it for you, marks it sold, and as soon as it confirms that it is delisted it, successfully ended, then I close that tab. It's already completed it on eBay. Mercari, for some reason, takes the longest amount of time, but I'll go over to List Perfectly and go ahead and update that item as sold. And now this item will show sold. Now Mercari is successfully ended. And so now I have completely removed it from all of the listing platforms that it was sold on. It's as simple as that. Very, very easy. The last and final reason that I believe you should use List Perfectly, number 5, is for Listing Party. Now, Listing Party is a feature that was added on to List Perfectly and really has nothing to do with listing items on multiple marketplaces or selling items. However, it does provide you with a Zoom relationship with others. So let me show you what Listing Party is. Here's Listing Party, and we've got these meetings where you would meet with coworkers, what I call them, people who also sell on marketplaces with you, and you get on these parties. It's kind of a Zoom call, and discuss the latest trends, discuss things that are happening in other people's catalog, learn tips, learn tricks, or just socialize. Sometimes we'll just get on a listing party and we'll be working, but listening to others talk about their day, talk about their sales. And just about every listing party, I learn something new that helps me improve my business. So this first one that right here is a daily accountability call where we all talk about our goals and we talk about our results at the end of the week. It's wonderful. Listing 101. This is available to anybody who's on the List Perfectly platform. And Teresa Cox is a longtime eBay seller, and she can talk equally about things that how to do things on eBay or how to do things through List Perfectly, and vice versa. And then these young women have a cup of consignment. It's just an hour's discussion about consignment topics. Kate here had something on clothing, and they all discussed the ups and downs of clothing selling. Anyway, List Perfectly has given me a whole new set of friends. It's taught me immensely on how to become a better seller. So it definitely is a great reason why you should be on List Perfectly. Finally, in summary, for all of these reasons, you should be on List Perfectly. But I can also tell you, if you use the link below, you'll get 30% off your first month's subscription. And I offer my services to tutor you for at least 1 hour in that first month if you'll use my code and my link below. I hope that this has convinced you that List Perfectly is a good fit for you as a reseller. But if it hasn't, leave a comment below and let me know so I can answer any questions you might have. Thank you very much for listening to my video. If you found it helpful, please subscribe because I'm going to be putting out additional videos on reselling techniques, tips, and tricks. And I hope we can all improve our bottom line through these videos. Thank you.